Hello, how are you all today? I am coming today to talk about a challenge that makers, manufacturers, business owners of all types struggle with on a regular basis. But these challenges can be much more difficult for people in the product-based business world. And this is because we tend to be very us focused. And when we're talking to our customers, that's not what's going to resonate. That's not what's going to make them buy. Recently, a client came to me and they were saying, "Hey, I'm struggling to get any sort of traction on my social media. People are opening my emails, but they're not clicking through. They're not showing up on the website. They're not buying. What is going on? Why are people must just not be spending money right now? They're not wanting to put out cash. They're afraid of inflation. So I just don't know what I'm going to do with my business because people just aren't spending money." And as we did some additional digging, we realized that wasn't actually the problem. The economy, inflation was not what was going wrong in their business. Hello, if you are new here, my name is Stephanie DeSonier. I am a business strategist working with makers and manufacturers looking to scale to and through their first six figures. And today we are talking about what is the number one problem facing these businesses these days. And it is not the economy. It is not inflation. It's not even workforce necessarily. Although, the struggle of trying to find someone who wants to work and do the job is kind of a constant conversation. The biggest challenge is we don't know how to speak to our customers. We don't know how to talk to them. And again, like I said, this is a universal problem, but it's most prevalent in product businesses. When you have a product business, when you are a manufacturer, when you're a maker, when you're creative, you focus on what it is you're doing because that's what you're in control of. That's what you are bringing into the world, and that's what you understand. So you talk about your product. I make candles. I make soap. I make, enter anything here. I make pallets. I make, I don't like, people make all kinds of things. I make bags. I make clothing. The fact is your customer doesn't necessarily care about what you make. And I don't mean like people are just going to buy anything if you have the right language. People already know they need a bag. People already know they need a candle. People already know they need a pallet or a drill or anything you are putting out there. That's not the issue. The issue is people want to know why your version of this product is what they should buy. They have 1,000 different options for shirts. They have hundreds of different options for bags, dozens of options for candles and soap every single second. And so why would they want to buy from you? And this is because we need to shift our language. Our language tends to be very us focused. We do this. We have been in business for this long. We came up with this idea because of our history. And when it comes to getting your product in front of the people who want to buy, we need to stop being so us centric. We need to be customer centric. And this is not the customer is always right kind of deal. But what this is shifting our language to be customer focused. So as you talk about the products, how can you shift that language? Why is your customer looking to buy a candle, for instance? They're looking to buy a candle because they need holiday gifts to give out that are universally accepted. So this is where making that shift would come in handy. Looking for the perfect gift, these candles will satisfy everyone on your list because there are scents to meet everyone's taste. Luxurious packaging that makes anyone feel special and makes you look like the best gift giver in the area. Excuse me, drink too much coffee. But you see how that language shifts. It's all focused on the customer, the person buying the candle, and also their recipient, the person getting the candle. How do we make them feel important, like they're making the right decision, and like they are going to be the best gift giver in their family or their coworkers? If you are looking at clothing, you're selling sweaters, for instance, and it's not our sweaters are sustainably made with cotton that is harvested with eco-friendly procedures. All of that is good information to have. All of that helps with brand brand reputation and customer respect. But when it comes to actually moving people from seeing your brand, knowing your brand, respecting your brand, to buying from your brand, that's when the language shifts. Now we want to focus on, this sweater has a nice, like a relaxed fit cut to, have plenty of space to get nice and cozy in the winters. These sweaters are machine washable, so you don't have to worry about dry cleaning or hanging to dry. Wear them, wash them, throw them in the dryer. They're good to go again. You want to make sure that all of your language is customer focused. What is their problem they're trying to solve with these sweaters, right? They need something warm, they want something comfortable, and they want to be stylish, right? So highlight that. These sweaters are warm because we use XYZ blends. They are stylish because of the cuts here to highlight or accentuate, hide the what are they, like the bird arms. And they're easy to wash because who has time to hand wash and hang dry all of their sweaters this season? Not you. So we want to keep it simple. So you can see how that language shifts. Keep it customer focused. What do they want? What are they looking for? What do they not want to deal with? And how does your product answer that question? It's never about the item. The item is a solution to a problem. So we want to identify what that problem actually is. What is that need your customer is looking to fulfill? How does your product do that? And then how do we communicate that to our customer? If this has resonated with you and you want to talk more about how to marry your products to your sales process so that you can scale your business, then I encourage you to click on the link associated with this video and connect with me so that we can keep chatting business makers, manufacturers, and marketing together. I hope you all have a wonderful day.